processing is the method of converting agricultural produce into intermediary or finished foods, which are safe for consumption. They could be processed foods, ready-to-eat foods, food additives, or food used to prepare other food products. It includes numerous primary activities like slicing, grading, or freezing, as well as secondary activities like pasteurization and packaging. Food processing also focuses on food preservation as a method of enhancing the shelf life and quality of processed foods. The food processing industry in India is divided into several subsectors. They are dairy, fruit and vegetable processing, grains and cereals, fisheries, meat and poultry processing, bread and bakery, consumer foods. Food materials go through to become final consumable products for various customers. Spice processing technician is responsible for handling all types of spices and spice products by receiving raw materials, checking raw materials, grading, cleaning, drying, roasting, grinding, blending, packing and storing. Following is a list of spice produced in India. Basic spices. Basic spices include turmeric, haldi, cumin, zira, black pepper, milagu, mustard, rai, coriander, dhania, fenugreek, methi, red chilies, lal mirch, green chilies, hari mirch, asafoetida, hing, fresh ginger, adrak, curry leaves, curry patta, fennel seeds, saunf, caraway, ajwain, mango powder, amchur, garam masala, blend of spices, sweet spices, cardamom, elaichi, nutmeg, zaifar, saffron, kesar, poppy seeds, khaskhas, mace, zavitri. Other spices and ingredients: cloves, long, cinnamon, pattai, mint, pudina, yogurt, raita, jaggery, gur, black salt, kala namak, tamarind, imli, garlic, lehsun, coconut. Tools and equipment. The machines used for spice processing include hammer mill, pin mill, cone crusher, ribbon blenders, de-seeding machine, de-stoners, motorized vibratory inclined screen, screw conveyor, horizontal mixer, coating machine, dust collector, mixer, grain making machine. Method of processing spices. A spice processing technician starts processing spices by receiving and cleaning the produce. Let us take a look at each of the process, using red chili as an example. Receiving the produce. Plastic crates are recommended when transporting from the field to the packing house. To minimize damage, sacks or mesh bags do not provide sufficient protection for the fruit during transport. Washing. The produce received at the processing facility is then transferred to the washing conveyor line, where the produce is washed using sanitized water. Sorting, grading. There are no recognized grade standards for chili. Good quality chili should be of uniform shape, size and color, typical of the variety. Chili with defects such as cracks, decay, mechanical damage, and sunburn should be sorted out and rejected. Chili is sorted, graded by hand, either on a moving conveyor or a grading table. Drying. After washing, the produce is transferred to a dryer where the produce is dried using hot air blowers. Cutting and de-seeding. After drying, the chili passes through a cutting machine where it is cut into small pieces. Then it passes through a de-seeder where the cut fruit passes through a rotating drum made of perforated metal sheet. The seeds smaller than the openings in the mesh fall through and are discarded. Grinding. The cut fruit is then transferred to the grinding mill or crusher where it passes between the rollers that grind or crush the produce into powder. Sifting. The ground produce is then sifted using vibrating sifters. The fine chili powder gets separated and is ready for packaging and dispatch. The partially ground coarse particles or flakes are then sent back to the grinding machine for another round of grinding. This process is repeated till the output conforms to the required standards. The following steps explain how spices are processed. Packaging and storage of finished product. The packaging of the product is very important to preserve its nutritive values. The challenge to the packaging industry is to deliver the spices to the consumer in most economical, hygienic, safe and environmentally friendly package. Hence, it is important to choose the right packaging material and a temperature controlled storage area. Some commonly used packing materials in the spice industry are sacks, boxes, polypropylene, and cellulose. Stock rotation system like FIFO and FEFO are applied. FIFO, first in, first out, is a stock rotation system that dispatches processed food depending on the order in which it is produced. FEFO, first expired, first out, is a stock rotation system wherein products that need to be consumed earlier are shipped first. Roles and responsibilities of spice processing technician. Let us now take a look at the roles and responsibilities of a spice processing technician. Processing all types of spice and spice products. Cleaning and sanitizing the work area before starting work. Receiving raw materials and checking them. Cleaning of spices to remove impurities. Drying and grading the spices. Packing the spices and sealing the bags. Maintain an appropriate standard of personal cleanliness. Document and maintain records of raw materials, production schedule.
Welcome to the module on Spice Processing Technician, code FICQ 8502, NSQF Level 3, Version 3. Let us talk about the vertical and horizontal progression of a spice processing technician. A spice processing technician can obtain training for traditional sweet and savory product maker at same NSQF level as horizontal progression and increase his or her scope in packaged food subsector by adding more product portfolio in existing catalog. Vertical progression for a spice processing technician is convenience food maker where person can enroll after attaining 2 years of work experience as a spice processing technician or traditional sweet and savory product maker. Further, the person can become a supervisor of the entire packaged food unit by gaining work experience of another 2 years. After completing the training of spice processing technician, a person can do a variety of work or start a small-scale primary spice processing unit in local area. He or she can add variety of products in his or her spice processing unit such as turmeric powder, coriander powder, seasonings, etc. The Indian spice market is growing at a tremendous rate, thereby creating job opportunities for many. By being in the packaged food sector, one can maintain good social connect and reputation in the local market. The person can also help establish a brand by taking care of the quality measures to be followed in the production unit. The person can also apply for job in any spice processing facility after completing this training and can contribute in the success of the brands by performing all the tasks diligently.